Hey guys, my name's Caleb, and in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the hottest NFTs of 2021. I've by far had the most requests to do a deep dive into this one, and to find it, we're not going to find it in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap or the top 100. We're going to go all the way out to rank number 452. We have LUKSO, ticker LYXE. Now, LUKSO is one of, like I said, the biggest NFT plays and hype ups that's going on right now. And when I say hype up, that doesn't mean that I'm not fully a believer in the NFT space. There's a lot of influencers like Mark Cuban. We have Gary Vee coming out recently and talking really highly about NFTs. We have Jake Paul. There's so many people right now that are getting excited about the technologies and the future of NFTs. And LUKSO is one of the biggest one as far as an investor standpoint that a lot of people are talking to me about right now. And the people that love it, absolutely love it. So I decided, hey, let's take a look into LUKSO and let's talk about it. So as of right now, it's trading at 1062, a 28% jump in the last 24 hours. That's coming off Ethereum's bottoms at like 1380 or something like that. Ethereum popped off, everything else popped up, and LUKSO popped off even more, 28%. We have a modest market cap of just over $40 million. Now, this is a little bit deceiving, and I'll kind of talk about this later in the video, but as an investor, this is always something you really want to pay attention to, which is the circulating supply. Right now, CoinMarketCap says 4%. It's really, according to LUKSO, more like instead of 3.8 million LUKSO coins out there, we have closer to 15 million, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But so what is the product? LUKSO is a multiverse blockchain. So LUKSO is a blockchain infrastructure providing a series of standards and solutions for physical and digital consumer goods in order to foster transparency, circularity, and new forms of responsible production and consumption. So this is where it gets interesting. LUKSO is the next project by the creator of the ERC20 token. You heard that right. The ERC 725, a network dedicated to moving blockchain beyond DeFi. So who is this guy? So this is Fabian Vogelsteller. And before I read into that, he was on the Ethereum Foundation. So right here we have Gavin Wood, founder of Polkadot. They don't have him in here anymore, but Charles Hoskinson was on this team as well, or one of the founding fathers of Ethereum. Vitalik, everybody knows Vitalik, but anyway, he was one of the core, I like to call it like the Lord of the Rings founding fathers, like the seven rings. Well, Fabian was one of those founding fathers who wrote a lot of the core, the ERC20 is what a lot of the Ethereum hype or a lot of things people are excited about is because of what he did over at Ethereum. So in its early days, from 2015 to 2018, he helped shape the Ethereum space, building the official Ethereum wallet, the first decentralized Web3 browser and tools like Web3.js. And in November 2015, he proposed the ERC20, the token standard that initiated the ICO wave and the DeFi movement. So he's the founder along with his wife, and basically they got together and he after he left Ethereum started this LUKSO project. And basically what it is they talk about it a little bit more up here. It's the new digital lifestyle or blockchain for the new digital lifestyle that's created by the former Ethereum developer Fabian, blah, blah, blah. Both of which are the foundation of today's DeFi protocols, together with this is key here, together with brand architect Marjorie Hernandez, they're building the platform for the next wave of mainstream. So from what I've gathered, and correct me if I'm wrong, all you LUKSO fans out there, the LUKSO project is basically a play at trying to get the NFT space into the public's hands, and they're wanting to connect to a lot of brands, which I'll talk about the brand partnerships in a second, but basically getting a lot of the users to use these NFTs and get excited about these NFTs who already love these big brands like Nike, Burberry, I don't know these big brands, but Nike, let's just go ahead and let me show you what I'm talking about really quick. I'm not a big guy on like Chanel. Here we go. Chanel, Burberry. That's what it is. As you can tell, I'm not out buying the most expensive designer stuff. I like going and getting Fruit of the Loom and my stuff from Walmart and H&M. But anyway, I not to hate on these people, but I understand fashion and people that go through all this, they love it. And when I go through a store and I talk about, hey, what's the difference between this, what's that brand everybody gets excited about right now? Gucci. Like if there's Gucci flops, I don't understand why Gucci flops sell for like $300 and you can go buy like pretty similar, at least in my head, pretty similar flip-flops from like Walmart or something that look almost the same, or Amazon, and you can get them for way cheaper. But again, that's just my take on it. I understand, just like people who are car enthusiasts, there's people that are fashion enthusiasts, and there is a difference. And that's kind of what these people aim to do. So what's really exciting about this project is they have deep partnerships, and they're kind of stranding out to these big roles like Daniel Heath, the vice president digital of Nike. We have Chanel, the president of Chanel, or president of Europe at Chanel. We have the former artistic director of fashion image at Chanel, and the vice president of Burberry. And some more interesting ones down here that I want to talk about. They're very strategic of the advisors and the partnerships that they're doing here. We have Instagram, the head of strategic partnerships. We have the Energy Web Foundation co-founder, Anna Trobovich. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up these names. But anyway, what they're kind of aiming to do, and you can go over to their Instagram here and look, but what they're basically wanting to do is create a way for these big brands, here you go, Crypto Fashion Week, these big brands like the ones we just talked about, and getting them in a way to where when they release something like Nike's latest shoe or whatever, when there's a certain drop for something, they want to be able to digitize a way to verify that you have one of 600 of these certain shoes that dropped. Or if you're Burberry, you bought whatever their bag is. Again, I don't follow this stuff. Maybe they don't even sell bags. But whatever the designer latest drop is, they're using the NFT to create a digital, I think they talk about it here on the homepage. Let's see. No, not this one. Digital certificates. That's what I'm talking about. By establishing a digital identity for physical and digital products, we enable new forms of digital ownership. LUKSO introduces additional layer to the ownership of creative goods to make unique characteristics permanently visible. Each product can be linked to a corresponding record of data, bridging the physical and the virtual world and their community. So again, this isn't my community, and personally for me, I've already said this, but I'm not really big into designer and fashion, but I know what they're trying to do, and the communities are definitely there for this. And as you can see, these big companies and these big fashion designer brands, they're going to jump all over being able to create this merging of the digital and the physical world. And I know Nike, here, let's go over to Nike and look at the latest Nike patent. So Nike patents a system for tokenizing shoes on the Ethereum blockchain. They patent a system to do this already. They're really excited to do it. So prospective and current owners may buy and sell digital assets through one or more blockchain ledgers operating on the decentralized computing system. By way of example, and not limitation, users may buy a new pair of highly sought after sneakers from a verified vendor who may provide authenticated provenance records for the sneakers. After receiving the shoebox containing the purchased sneakers, the users can scan the UPC codes with a barcode and get a feature in the sneakers app operating the user's smartphone. They go on later in the article to talk about this crypto kick, basically, where users in the future, what they're trying to do, and trust me when I say these brands, they're built off of, getting their community hyped up around the latest drop. And, it's basically like a status symbol for people. I have the latest, whatever it is, Yeezy, or I have the latest Burberry belt or bag, they're wanting to be able to create it because they see the next wave of digital, ownership and NFTs. The next generation is all online. They're all on already Facebook, Instagram, and whatever. And they understand that the next generation is going to be all about digital ownership of things and digital, what people call flexing, you know? So that's what they're trying to get on top of. And the other use case is universal public profiles, which I'm just starting to get into. And I was watching a video of Fabian talking about it, but it's pretty cool. So blockchain-based users can use company profiles, enable permanent identifiers in the digital worlds. They allow for universal logins that make remembering usernames and passwords a thing of the past. Thank God, because I'm not the greatest at that either. While giving you full control of all your virtual assets. Universal profiles make economic and verifiable interactions possible and are the core building block for the new creative economy. So basically, what they're trying to do is make kind of like an NFT of you, to where you are your, you know, it's like your digital thumbprint and your digital everything, to fully use the power of the blockchain to verify your identity. And then what they're wanting to do, if you go to again, I don't have it up here, but if you follow them on Instagram, LUKSO posts about having like digital, instead of like digital NFT wallets where you can show off your NFTs, there's like digital NFT closets where you can show off, you know, oh, hey, I have the latest Rolex or whatever. Here, you want to see my Rolex collection? Well, instead of taking you into my closet and showing you my Rolex collection, everyone can see my Rolex collection on my Instagram, for example, or my Facebook, or whatever it is. And you may be saying, oh, that's kind of like weird. Who would want to do that? Again, I keep going back to this. Or at least my generation didn't grow up using that, but the next generation, look at them. They're just on Instagram, they're on Snapchat, they're on YouTube constantly. And this is where the future of this generation is going. And I could definitely see, and definitely Fabian sees, how this is going to be the next generation of what people want to do. Again, I'm not hating on anybody that likes to, you know, show off their Rolex or whatever. It's a way of life. People love their cars, people love their stuff, and this is a way for us as a community to come together and, you know, kind of express ourselves and through these digital, you know, NFTs. So I think it's amazing. And the other thing I want to say as an investor, though, now that we've kind of looked and dived into the product itself, I'm still looking into it myself. So by the way, comment down below, let me know what you guys think. But as an investor, I want to go back really quick to what I talked about earlier, which is the circulating supply. So if we look, they did something really interesting. Instead of a ICO, they did what they called a reversible ICO, where they sold 5.4 million LUKSO. And in that sale, basically people put Ethereum up as kind of like locking it in for, I think it's like 2 weeks in the beginning. But then if you scroll down here, you commit it for the first 22 days, and then you're able to basically pull it back out incrementally. I'm messing up that word. You guys know what I'm trying to say. In increments along the way as you see fit, or leave it in there and keep it invested. So it's not like the old ICOs where people were putting their money in and never being able to get it out. So that's kind of interesting what they're wanting to do there. It's proving that they're wanting to be a little bit honest. And this is what I wanted to talk about, which is their current circulating supply, or at least this is what they're saying, is almost 15 million. They just ran this last batch sale, and that's the one at the top I just showed, where they sold 5 million LUKSO, however it's called. And the eventual goal is 100 million LUKSO with a fully diluted market cap of 1 billion, which isn't that crazy. And I'll show you why here in a second, or at least in my opinion. But yeah, this right here, you can see the full plan of how they're going to release or dilute their shares over the course of the next 2 years or so. Right here, the biggest dilution is going to be from Q1 2021, which we're in right now, all the way to 2022 Q1. They're going to be diluting about 40% of that 100 million LUKSO. So as an investor, it's just something to watch out for. And even Fabian himself says here, which kind of makes me feel better. Oh, here we go. As an investor, he's making sure to let everybody know, hey, for anybody buying LUKSO on the markets right now, please understand the current and future supply. Also, the 48 million at network launch will be less, as we haven't sold all the LUKSO in the reserve. So at least he's being super honest, talking about, hey guys, I know there's a lot of, excitement around the price point of LUKSO, and a lot of investors want to get in, but he talks about, and there's even a video in there, I didn't pull it up, but on his Instagram, where he says, hey everybody, I'm glad everybody's getting excited about this, but just remember, it's not something to just buy and flip. If you're looking to just invest and flip it for higher, like 50% gains or whatever in a couple weeks. If you're an investor, we are going to be diluting it over the next year. So just make sure that you're investing in something that you believe in for the long term. And if so, make sure you do that. So I fully agree with that. Make sure you guys do your own due diligence and research. If you love it, like a lot of people seem to be doing, make sure you invest it. Then, if that's what you want to do, you did your research, then that's what you're going to do, if that's what you're passionate about. So I want to go ahead and talk about that fully diluted market cap of $1 billion. Let's go and look at one of my favorite ones, which you guys know I've talked about this on the channel before, which is Flow. Flow has spiked up an amazing amount over the last couple months and is now sitting at the #1 NFT in crypto right now, at a market cap of $634 million. Remember, Luxo was just hovering around 40 million. Now this fully diluted market cap, let me go to it really quick. This fully diluted market cap is 36 billion. Now Luxo fully diluted market cap was 1 billion, not 36 billion. So that just kind of keeps it in perspective. Both have a lot of diluting to go as the space is just brand new. Flow had amazing, I don't want to say luck, but amazing success over the NBA Top Shot. They did an amazing job creating the community around Top Shot. And that's basically what Luxo is wanting to do for not only fashion and designer brands, but for a lot of companies out there that want to just get closer to their communities. I think it's awesome. I think that, Fabian is obviously very passionate about this. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, I think it's an exciting next couple of years that we're going to have to see Luxo. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys invested in Luxo? If so, where are you guys buying it, by the way? Because I may be wanting to put a little bit of purchase in pretty soon. I'm going to do a little bit more research myself into the, more fundamentals of the circulating supply, when all that's coming out. But if you guys like this video and you want to see more like this, give this a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot of small creators like myself. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.